hope that's loud enough. Hey! JammerFan! JammerFan's #1 fan and the Spitter Swallow Brews fan, and he's also known as the third host of the Spitter Swallow Beer Review. JammerFan, and I am Shagdog.
I'm also the 5th Beatle. I'm a huge Beatle fan. I know that Jammer, I think, likes the Beatles. Jammer likes the Beatles, I think. Go ahead. Go ahead.
He's so in love with the Beatles, he's gay for them. Oh, no, you're right. He loves the Beatles, and he's gay for Paul, I think.
I'm gay. I'm also gay for Paul. That's why I'm as both. Like me, Jammer, and Paul. That's a crazy group. Paul's like, here's my shitty Paul McCartney just to taint the podcast. Like, me and John went down to the studio, did a little Duncan clunk. Next thing you know, Sergeant Pepper.
Sergeant Pepper. And I sucked on Sergeant Pepper all night long. I can't.
Nobody can do the Beatles. Yeah. All right. Let's talk about beer. All right. Sierra.
Summerfest lager.
Summerfest lager.
Yeah.
Summerfest lager.
John and Paul had a great time. The Summerfest Pepper. Sergeant Pepper.
Oh, yeah. We'll never speak of that again. Just like you fucking the chicken. I showed Julia and she was like, what the fuck? And I was like, no, but like, you can't talk about this. Like, there's only 3 people who have seen this video. Me, Shagdog, and Shagdog's mom. That's it. Like, it stays between the 3 of us. It's like something on Fargo. Like, I witnessed a murder and we can't talk about it.
Chicken fuck. Chicken fuck. You know, here's your chicken fuck. JammerFan. You know, that one.
Yeah, you guys don't know. I mean, I can't believe you guys haven't seen Super Troopers, the movie Super Troopers.
I've seen it, but I only saw it once or twice. I don't remember. Yeah, but I believe.
And dude, you were a fucking prison guard or whatever, right? Like, it's like prison guards, cops, all the, like they love fucking.
No, when I was in corrections and I saw jail shows, like reality
and military guys, you were in fucking Germany, and they did beer fest too. So, like, dude, the cops, beer. I can't think of anything that you would love more than cops and beer, Shagdog.
I hate cops.
I know, like, well, nobody likes cops. Like, I mean, like, so I like that they're. So most cops I've met are actually pretty cool. It turns out that if you're not committing a crime and you're not being an asshole, most cops will leave you alone. And most incidents,
97% probably.
Yeah, but cops are kind of a tax. Like, they need to hand out speeding tickets. They need to generate revenue from the city. So we view, I guess, traffic cops and stuff as like a hassle, right? They're pulling you over. Let me see your registration, your thing.
They don't know if you have a gun or not. I mean, so they're a little sketchy. You know, they're like, fuck.
Yeah, and so they got, but
Greg Jiminy got shot 5 weeks ago. Same thing. I'm doing them right now. Yeah. You know?
But I think slogans like ACAB, all cops are bastards, are dangerous because you're painting a bunch of people who could be cool and just doing their jobs as like murderers. The minute you say that all cops are murderers or defund the police, like, what the fuck, man? Like, the police are here, like, so the police are the common day Roman centurions. Shagdog, you're an intellectual man, so let's go back to the various Roman empires, right? You had to have the centurions there, so you have an open market with, like, bread, cheese, grapes, all this cool shit. They probably had Advil.
I wouldn't even compare them to that.
You know, but who's going to?
I wouldn't even compare them to that, JammerFan. I mean, because centurions could be no. But fuck, I'm walking away. What I'm saying is they were there to walk away.
They were there to keep the peace. Who's to stop somebody from getting the grapes and just walking away without paying? They're like, you had to have somebody to enforce the rules. Humans are difficult creatures to deal with. Yes, like, do you think people are difficult to deal with?
Yeah. I'll tell you what, if I see a cop in a scuffle on the side of the road and I'm driving by, I'm jumping out of my car and helping that cop out.
Yeah.
And I give a fuck. bastards innocent or guilty. I'm helping a cop. We'll subdue you, and then we'll find out if you're guilty or innocent later. Because if you're fight with a cop,
Well,
yeah,
what if you drove by and the cop was beating somebody down though? But maybe he needed to. What would you do though? What would you? That's a conundrum,
so
right? That's a
beating him sensibly, like beating him
no,
with a baton,
like basically like
punching
Rodney
the shit out.
King. So like no, the
Rodney
baton's
King,
out, and like you're smack. Would you stop and just be like, dude, stop? Or would you just be like, fuck this? I'm not gonna. There's a lot of conundrums, man. There's a lot of conundrums.
Yeah, there's a conundrum there. Yeah, I'd probably get out and say, yo going too far first. And then if they didn't stop, I think I have a good moral compass. I'd probably try to get in between them. Hey, that's enough, dude. The dude's down. I mean, he ain't resisted. He's putting his hands up to block the fucking swings from coming in, you know.
But I think it's important to get all the information. I also think it's important, Shagdog, that like I hate that I told you this on the last video. We're all human beings. Like we need to realize that, like, dude, there's so many things on this planet that want to kill you. First of all, gorillas and apes. Did you know a chimpanzee can rip your fucking face off? Did you know a rhino can pierce you? Did you know that like fucking goddamn hippos? Have you heard that hippos murder people and shit? Like in Africa, like hippos are like really aggressive.
I heard purposefully.
No, I mean hippos. Yeah, they're murdery ass motherfuckers, dude. Hippos are they're bad news. Dude.
Hippos murder everything and anything that it can because they don't like people getting in space.
So
hungry hippos.
So this video is Sierra versus Sierra, and I have Sierra. Look, check this out. Trailblazer, Brewvesa. Here we go. Look at this. I just cracked it. So I looked at the ingredients online. I am disappointed that Breveza is basically their golden one I just did, but they add artificial lime flavor, but they claim to make it more refreshing. So we're going to see how refreshing it is. I'm pouring it in my Pilsner glass right now.
You never had this one?
No. It's supposed to be like the gold. It's supposed to so it's exclusive only to this pack. You know how they do that with mixed packs? They have like, so this is Sierra Nevada. I think this is like kind of like a Summerfest. This is like a summer, but it's not a lager though. I'm disappointed that it's a golden ale again, but lagers are more expensive to make, you know, so non-alcoholic lagers are probably expensive. So
yeah.
But the non-alcoholic German beers, dude, are amazing. I love the non-alcoholic German beers. But you know what? I'm happy to go through this mix pack. Here, hold on a minute. Let me see if I can. Can you see this? Can you tell me? Can you see this thing?
Yeah.
Can you see?
You got white, blue, green, and yellow. Looks like.
Yeah. So we have golden IPA, hazy IPA, Brewvesa. Sorry, I'm just doing this like ghetto style. I don't have like a little selfie stick or any bullshit.
I mean, that's okay. You're iced tea, bro. You can do ghetto all you want.
No, people like the iced tea. We lost all after when I was doing iced tea. We were getting it was spreading around the internet. But it's an awkward time. I mean, a lot of people are probably working, or you know, if they're alcoholics,
most girls spread around the internet for iced tea, especially back in the 80s.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm glad that people like
it did have the internet, but not for the public.
So here's what it looks like in the glass. And you have to admit, Shag, look at the little head on it. You know, it kind of looks like, I don't know.
Looks like mine a little bit.
I mean, yeah, it's a beer, right? Look at this. I mean, it's a beer for sure. On the nose, I get a lot of lime, and I get some like I get fruit and lime, like candied orange peel lime on there. Candied orange. Have you ever smelled candied ginger, candied orange? It's a sweet. It's citrus, but it's like bittersweet. It's like sweet, but like So
life life is bittersweet.
Nice. Yeah. So I'm just getting a bittersweet twang.
That's one of Jammer's songs from Big Head.
So I've had Summerfest a couple times. I'm wondering if you get the sulfur, kind of like yeasty sulfur note on the nose.
On this, or
yeah, on yours. I'm wondering if you get this. What kind of smell do you get? Do you get like a bready, yeasty sulfur? Do you get any kind of lip match?
Definitely you mentioned it. Definitely bready. Maybe a slight sulfur light. And you talk about match sulfur. Very light
Yeah,
though, not like heavily like you just lit a match or
yeah.
anything. But yeah,
No, like maybe it,
a little bit of floral hoppiness.
yeah. All right, that's Summerfest. All right, I like
Grassiness.
that.
Yeah, it's a really good beer. When we first did this one years ago, I was like, "Ugh, I don't like this," but then it grew on me. I guess over the years. Yeah. Of course, my palate was small back then.
So on mine, I do get some doughy malt. I mean, this is a beer. I get some doughy malt. They add a lot of like lime to this, so I'm getting a lot of lime, but I'm actually getting a little bit of the not lit match, but some of the like I don't know, not stale bread, but like a fermented bread. Like, have you ever smelled like pizza dough before it's been cooked? Like if you're kneading dough,
Yeah, I need a
like
lot.
raw dough. Yeah,
Yeah.
dough. So yeah, going in on the taste, man.
I don't know if you know, but my younger brother's a pizza connoisseur, whatever you say that word.
Connoisseur.
A connoisseur, yeah. He makes pizzas every week. Fucking, he's got his pizza stone. He did buy a pizza grill, but he didn't like it. He just went back to the pizza fucking stone thing. Um, but yeah, he makes pizzas every fucking week. I was like, man, you should do fucking videos. Hey, I'm making a buffalo chicken pizza. Here's how you do it.
Yeah,
And he doesn't do it. I'm like, man, you could fucking probably get views on YouTube doing that shit.
yeah. Well, this is I'll pop this up again. This is Sierra Nevada, dude. Like, it's cool that Sierra Nevada. If Sierra Nevada is doing a non-alcoholic beer, I think that that's pretty cool, right? Wait, let's do them both at the same time. Maybe for a thumbnail for a short. Like, look at them together.
I
Like they're
remember
all like they're like color coded. Look at that.
12 minutes.
That's
Yeah.
badass. That's badass. It's cool. I mean, you Shagdog, tell me if you think this is cool. Is it cool that Sierra Nevada is making craft non-alcoholic beer? Like,
It's pretty cool. And I like Sierra Nevada's regular beers. I mean, a lot of their beers, of course, I don't like the rye shit. I'm not a big rye ale fan. But most of their IPAs, pale ales, lagers that they do, I love Sierra Nevada. They're pretty good,
yeah,
actually.
yeah,
They got to be in my top 15 at least American craft brewers, I think.
yeah. Nice. I like the
March.
Sierra Nevada logo behind you. I'm not on my laptop, so I'm just going rogue. So this is just like rogue JammerFan rogue.
I don't know what's above it. Did I have dark clouds above Sierra Nevada? I don't know what's up.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. Like dark clouds. Are you feeling okay? Are you experiencing depression, Shagdog? Are are you
I don't know.
experiencing?
28 people I know at least lost their lives a couple of days ago in Missouri, other areas for tornadoes.
Really?
So maybe that's what it is. Unconscious. Yeah. You
Really?
don't hear
Are
about
you
that
not
shit a
fucking
lot in the
around?
news these days. Oh no, St. Louis, Missouri, other parts of Missouri had tornadoes the other day. They were supposed to have
Yeah.
more last time. Hopefully
Oh
they
no, I
didn't.
thought you knew them. I thought you were saying you knew all those people personally. I thought you said you just knew
Oh no.
personally. No, I know those
Oh
people
no.
died. That's horrible, man. That's a horrible
No.
tragedy.
Who knows? Who knows who you sit here 20, 30, 40, 50 years of your life, and you're sitting here all content with your life. Who knows if you know somebody died in some disaster happened 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 911.
Yeah.
Yeah, you really don't know unless because you got people on Facebook or social media, but you don't have everybody that you ever come across on there.
Yeah.
One day somebody say, oh yeah, that guy died in a tornado 5 years ago. I'm like, really? I don't remember and they'll mention a tornado, Missouri, whatever. You're like, I don't fucking remember that at all. Because you won't remember a tornado being in St. Louis, Missouri 5 years from now, will you? No, probably not. I won't either. Now, if it's a big tornado, like the big ones, those small towns like fucking Oklahoma a couple years ago, what was the name of that small town? See, I forgot it already. Yeah. Watch out. Googleize it. Google knows it. Big tornado that happened in Oklahoma a couple of years ago. Watch. Oh shit, that's not the one I was thinking of. More tornado, more, and there's another one. I Fuck.
There's probably a lot.
I'll be fucked. There's another one. Oklahoma is really big. Anyhow, I remember the Tuscaloosa one in Alabama.
Well,
But anyhow, people die every fucking day from shit. Landslides, earthquakes, tornadoes, hurricanes, mudslides, fucking murder, cancer, AIDS. Anything else you want to add, Jammer fan?
Dark Brandon, I've been manipulating the market. I've been raising prices everywhere, Shagdog, and that's probably going to lead to people dying because, I mean, like secondhand, right? I raise prices. Maybe somebody has to skip their medication, Shagdog. Maybe somebody just gets angry. They're driving down the road. The high prices make them upset, and then boom, go off the road. And that's not my fault. I mean,
as a person, do you believe in an afterlife?
I'm Dark Brandon. I am the afterlife, Shagdog. No, just kidding. All right, let's take the glasses off. I'm just kidding. Like, whoop whoop. If you do it quick enough, AI can't catch up. Like, look, no facial recognition. There's definitely no way that AI could take a screenshot of my face right now because, look, they're back on.
They got you. They got you.
No,
in 10 100ths of a second.
No. All right, they didn't get me.
But anyhow, I'm JammerFan. I'm just curious. Do you believe in an afterlife?
All right, yeah. All right, like, hold on. Let's do this so it could be a clip. Say it one more time.
JammerFan, do you believe in an afterlife?
Man, who knows? They say that the body loses like 2 ounces or something. Like, when you die, I think it's just because you shit your pants and piss yourself. But somehow there's like a measurable thing. Like your shit's floating away, right? Like floating away like a little fucking butterfly, dude. What are you gonna do?
Gas.
What are you gonna do, Shagdog? Who knows? Purgatory. Maybe you go somewhere for a bit. Are you Catholic, Shagdog? What are you rocking? You regular Christian?
Yeah, I just consider myself a Christian. I was born Catholic. I was baptized in a Catholic as a baby, but I don't go to Catholic church or anything.
All right. So maybe purgatory. I don't know. So we're gonna axe purgatory. Bam. No purgatory. So now it's heaven or hell, or maybe. What if you just go off into space, dude? What if your little soul just goes and you're just drifting for it's eternal life, right? You're not dead, but you're just drifting towards like the center of the Milky Way. It takes billions of years. It's just like darkness with speckled lights and like crazy fucking constellations. Who knows? And what's heaven? I asked the pastor one time, what's heaven? He's like, well, it's just you just singing in the choir all day. It's like you're in a choir of angels. And I'm like, that sounds kind of boring. Just like you're the whole time you're just singing Bible hymns and you're just like, I mean, it's cool. Like, I guess the light of the Lord shining on you. And maybe it's just like doing heroin and singing biblical hymns.
I think it's more
like the light of the Lord. You're like, damn, I'm high as fuck. And then you're like, let's sing some biblical hymns.
Who knows? And they say people who done DMT or ayahuasca or whatever the fuck it's called.
They say they see elves. They talk about there's a clockwork, there's clockwork stuff in the middle of the universe, and there's these elves that are like cranking like the gears that twist the universe. Like, damn, it's like some fucking heavy shit. And a lot of people see the same things.
I saw the ones where they say they're in space and they see spirits going into this box and they go back to the earth, reincarnate or whatever.
Yeah,
but I think there is a heaven.
Man.
I mean, you got the Sylvia Brown sayings where you die, you go to, and you come back to Earth. I want this time. I want you choose your life or not your life, but you choose your mother and you choose I'm going to try for this in this life and try for that. You got these fucking options like it's fucking Google. Whatever. And you choose that life where you're going to be rich, poor, whatever, druggie. Yeah, I want to be a druggie this time. Let's see how that goes. Who knows?
Wow, this is a bad. That was pretty intense. It's a bad. Like, I wish I was drinking real beer so I could like be like, yeah, let's do this. But it's for me, I'm on normal regular time, so it's 10:49 a.m. here. It's just I can't be drinking at 10:49. But this is the Brewvesa. And you know what? This would go good with need some tacos.
It's working for you. I tell you what. Afterlife, man. I almost died, and I saw this one theory where this guy says you die, these near-death experience you have. Not to say you saw a near-death experience, but you almost got in a car accident. Like, whoo! I don't know how the fuck I got out of that alive. Well, guess what? You died. Now you're living in a alternate reality, a new parallel universe. You continue living. These different times that you almost died, you did die. So people in that life that knew you, they think you're dead. Yeah. But now you're living in this alternate reality. Everybody came with you, their alternate selves. And so on and so on. Every time you die, you started new. You didn't die. You started a new reality.
So I had a near death experience when I was a kid. I almost died on the beach.
What were you doing? Sunbathing?
Yeah, just sunbathing with my dick out, just getting a little tan. No, I was playing in the water, and a big wave hit me, and the undertow dragged me in, and I kept getting hit by wave after wave, and a stranger dove in, and just as I was getting sucked like way under, like the guy pulled me out, and I remember puking up all this water, and then I started breathing and shit, but it was really close.
Where was this
I was living in Washington State at the time, and there's these ferries that go. Have you ever heard of those like little islands that are like you go to Washington State? There's a little like Catalina Island. No, it's not Catalina. It's something else. But they're little. You can take the ferries to these little islands, and some of them have like little beaches. And I was just like, I didn't really. My mom told me there were actually warnings that there was a lot of undertow and stuff on that beach, and I was a little kid. I just ran down there. I thought it was cool. I was playing around. And luckily some stranger pulled me out and fucking saved me.
Yeah. Did you see the light?
I'll tell you what I saw. It wasn't like when you're kind of dying, you're not really lucid, like, cause your brain's losing stuff. It's like foggy. But what I remember seeing was like an infinite ocean, but like in the middle of the ocean was like this all-knowing kind of like peaceful feeling, like a warm, like I remember the water being very cold, but I remember like out in the distance I could see this like warm place. Maybe that's the light, maybe that's the tunnel so I don't think I went to the afterlife. I think I was like at the gate, like that's where I would have gone if I did die. Who knows what's beyond that gate? I didn't like legally die and then come back. So I haven't been through that gate. I haven't been through that portal.
Yeah, when I almost drowned, and when I was a kid, probably wasn't underwater for long. It seemed like a long time, I tried to throw this girl in the water. I didn't swim. I was 5 years old. Tried to push a 7-year-old girl in the water. She grabbed me by the arm and flung me in there, 7 feet deep. I went in the water. Didn't know how to swim. I'm underwater trying to swim, not going up. I see a 7 on the wall, and then I feel somebody push me from underneath my buttocks,
All right,
push me. And in my mind, I knew it was my brother. I didn't see him, but I just knew it was my older brother.
Yeah.
And that's the last thing I remember is trying to swim, and somebody pushed me up, and that's the last thing I remember. Next thing I know, I'm in bed in my house crying or whatever, and my mother's probably pissing at me or whatever. But I didn't see no light or anything. But I think that's probably the closest I came to death, probably.
So it's crazy that both of us have like a water-based experience,
Yeah. They say drowning, even if you don't, because if you drown, you're dead, basically. Near experience drowning they say, is close to a near-death experience. The closest thing you'll get.
We both had that. That's awesome, man. Yeah. But look, I'm going to finish the rest of this. You should finish the rest of yours. I got one last beer I could do. I mean, non-alcoholic beer.
I don't have nothing. I mean, I got another one of these in the fridge.
Oh, well, we don't have to. We could always do a drinking and thinking. You could just grab another Sierra. We could do drinking and thinking, and I'll do the best one in the pack that I like the most, the Trail Coast, the Trail Pass West Coast IPA.
All right. Want me to just call it drinking and thinking video then?
Yeah, and we're because we let's do scores real quick though to make it official. Make it official episode.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, this I give, I don't know what the hell I give it last time. But B plus and a swallow in half.
Swaff. All right. The Brewvesa, I would have liked a carne asada taco with it, but I'm gonna go B plus and a swaff for just extra. I mean, like it's just if you want a non-alcoholic beer just to like be like at the beach or whatever, we talked I think a lot about horrible beach things. Just wear your life vest, throw this on, and you got a B plus and a swaff.
I had another horrible beach incident when I was in New Jersey. Hurricane Andrew was down in Florida. Here I am in New Jersey, way up. About 3 or 4 days after Hurricane Andrew hit Florida, I was at the beach in New Jersey with some dudes I was in a unit with in New Jersey. The waves were huge. I was like, fuck, wow, look at this. Went out there body surfing. I didn't have a boogie board or anything. Just got out there in the waves, trying to body surf, get in the waves and trying to ride the wave in. But one time I rode a wave in, all of a sudden that water got sucked out real quick. I'm like on my knees. I go about to turn around. A wave is crashing over my head. I'm like, it's like probably like 10, 15 feet high or something. I don't know what the hell it was, but I'm like, fuck. And I'm on my knees. That shit hit me. My knees, I had brush burns on my knees. But anyhow, it hit me. I'm thinking I'm going to come right up. I'm tumbling in the water. And all of a sudden I'm tumbling. I'm like, fucking, what the hell? I'm like, and I come up finally, and I'm way the fuck out there. Like, way the fuck out where I had to swim back. I'm like, there are people who are this fucking small, that I see out on the beach and shit. And I'm like, holy fuck. I get way out there. I'm like worn out by the time I get back. And I'm done with this shit today. So I think I got sucked out by a riptide or something. And luckily, I'm not dead right now with that one. It seemed like it happened so quick. I was like, I got hit. I'm tumbling.
Dude, that's what happened to me. That's exactly you're experiencing. You start like you're struggling. It smacks you. It's almost like Mike Tyson punching you in the face, and the next thing you know, you're tumbling and you don't know what's going on. You're fighting, and then somebody pulled my ass out. Dude, like we've had.
I wasn't drowning with that one. I held my breath and I'm underwater.
No, I held my breath too. I wasn't sucking in like fluid into my lungs. But I think I had a little in my mouth. Like sometimes when you puke and like a little bit of spit comes out or like a little bit, like I kind of like coughed up a little bit of shit. But
that one I was just so surprised. Like, holy fuck! It was only like 5 seconds. It seemed like 10 seconds maybe. And I'm way the fuck out there. I was like scared as shit. I was like, holy fuck! How the fuck did I get way out here? Just like that, And I swam in, and I'm like, I'm done with that shit. I got the hell out of the water.
All right. Well,
I was way out there so much that people were that fucking small.
Dang.
I had to be a couple hundred yards out. It was crazy.
Damn, that's crazy, man. Hey, for the next video, since we'll still both be doing Sierra Nevada, do drinking and thinking, but you should try to find maybe just like a camp background. Like Sierra Nevada did this thing called beer camp. So just maybe like let's just do beer camp. Like it's drinking and thinking beer camp. Because did you know this is the time of year that kids are getting out of school and they're going to summer camp? I loved summer camp as a kid. I only went once, but it was fucking great, dude. Summer camp is fucking amazing if you did.
If I went to summer camp, those kids would be in big trouble.
All right. Well, I'm going to review the.
I meant fighting.
I know what you meant. But look, dude, I got one more beer to review. It's drinking and thinking, but you should do like somehow the title be like Sierra, Trail Pass NAIPA end drinking and thinking, something like that, because it's going to be a review.
Yeah,
I'll do the review up front.
We'll just do Trail Pass NAIPA and Sierra Nevada this again. I'll put your beer first, and we'll just go from there. It's good enough.
All right, nice.
So it's
I just
called
want
Sierra
you know,
Nevada NAIPA.
So- Well, it's the Trail Pass IPA, but it's their non-alcoholic series. But I think for like people looking, so
Did you do
believe
that
it or
one
not,
earlier?
no, I did the hazy IPA. So I've done the hazy IPA. So I did the hazy IPA, the golden, and the Brewvesa, but this is the regular IPA, which is like their West Coast IPA.
All right. All right. So I'm just going to title it that, and that's it. And then
All right.
you do your
We'll
quick
just
review on
then
it.
we'll just say that we'll turn it into drinking and thinking.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, cool, man.
All right.
It's at right 30 minutes. So yeah, peace out, everybody. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye.